Well, hello there. Welcome to Hair Metal Revolution. Okay, today we're going to be talking about my favorite, top 5 favorite Cinderella songs. I know it's very, very hard because the band has so many great songs. What's your top 5 today could be different tomorrow, the next day, next week. But as of today, I'm going to give you my 5 favorite Cinderella songs and 2 bonuses because I want every album to be represented. So the 2 songs, I'm going to call them 6 and 7, are not in my top 5, but I love these 2 albums anyway. So I thought as a bonus, I'm going to give you a little bonus. So my number 7 is from actually 2 albums, Still Climbing or Wayne's World Soundtrack. And that's the song Hot and Bothered. The song is perfect. The guitar riffs, the way Tom Keifer sings the song, everything you want in a song is in that song. Sometimes I wonder, shouldn't that be my top 5? Well, not today. Not today. But Still Climbing is a fantastic album. I have a video on my channel going through every single song because I feel Still Climbing is one of the most underrated albums from the 80s. So if you haven't listened to it, please listen. Actually, the album came out in the 90s. But when people think of Cinderella, they think of 80s. So that's my fault. Now, number 6 is off Heartbreak Station. And I love this song so much. It's called Dead Man's Road. I mean, guys, love this song. What I want you to do is, at nighttime, turn off the lights, put that song on, maybe do it at midnight. Just the way he double sings it, the way they put it together, it's like a song that takes you on a journey. So, if you get a chance, please listen to that song with headphones on, turn the lights off. I guarantee it. All right, those are my 2 bonuses. Let's go to top 5. Now, my number 5 is off Night Songs. Now, I want you guys to understand this. I've been into music for a long time. I mean, before Cinderella, I listened to Kiss, Def Leppard, AC/DC, because I had bigger brothers, and that's how I heard the music. But when I finally had some money, when I was able to buy myself an album, the very first album I ever bought was Night Songs. The album changed my life. I thought it was perfect. The singing, the voice, how strong it is, the influence that you hear in the album. It was like the perfect storm of everything for me on that album. Now, there's a song that a lot of people don't talk about, but I love this song. If you're a hardcore Cinderella song, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the song called In From the Outside. Love that song. One of the things that drew me to Cinderella was his double voice. I call it a double voice. I don't know what else to call it, where he sings that scratchiness, then he sings with that soft voice. And he does it on that song, In From the Outside. And it gives that song that extra little push because he sings it to, the soft, strong together. It's a perfect song. All right? So check that song out. If you haven't really listened to that song, you only listen to like the hits, In From the Outside is my number 5. Number 4. When Long Cold Winter came out, you always get worried. Like, are they going to follow up with Night Songs with a good album? Bad Seamstress Blues, Falling Apart from the Seams, is to this day one of the best intro to a song I ever heard on an album. That first part, Bad Seamstress Blues, and then it just kicks your ass with Falling Apart from the Seams. I mean, it's a perfect song. You got the blues, you got him singing soft, and then you got him like, he's squeezing his balls, he's fucking banging it, singing it hard. I mean, it's a perfect all-around song. Now, my number 3. It's hard to say, is this really a ballad or is it not a ballad? Off of Night Songs, Nobody's Fool. The way he sings it soft, hard, it's almost like old school Aerosmith. I know some people call it a ballad. It's almost like, I don't know, it's not a ballad, but I guess it could be. But I think that's what makes a song perfect. Because, you know, you got your macho people. Oh, I don't like ballads. I don't like ballads. No, I'm a hardcore, hard rock kind of guy. Well, Nobody's Fool is kind of like in that gray area where if you feel that way, you can still put in Nobody's Fool because it's a ballad, but it's not a ballad. It's a perfect song. How he sings hard and scratch. It's perfect. Now, number 2, off A Long Cold Winter. I love Gypsy Road. My handle on this channel, on my YouTube channels, is Gypsy Road. Everybody calls me Gypsy Road. That's like my name. Hey, Gypsy. Hey, Gypsy. Gypsy Road. I love Gypsy Road. I love that song so much. Sometimes that song could be number 1. That song, you know what I mean? It's just a perfect song. One thing I will say about Gypsy Road, it will always be my top 5. Always. All right. My number 1, the one you guys have all been waiting for. The very first time when I bought the album Night Songs, when I put the album on, when that first song came on, Night Songs, album Night Songs, that song kicked my ass. It was one of the most perfect songs to an album you can imagine. Great first song on an album. It's my favorite song on the whole album. It's just perfect. It's not fast. It's not slow. The way he sings it, it's just perfect. Everything about that song is perfect. That song is my number 1. And every time I hear that song, it reminds me when I was a little kid. You know, my dad gave me $5. I go to this auction. I live right next to an auction. I grew up poor. You know, hey, I grew up poor. I don't care. You know, I go to this auction and they're selling all these cassettes. And I go, got any brand new bands? And she showed me a Cinderella. Oh, I think I heard them on Headbangers Ball with Shake Me. It's a good song. So I bought the album, bought it on faith. And when I heard Nice Songs, it just opened up a whole new world for me. It's like, you know what? I'm going to call this band my band. Because, you know, everybody already had the Mötley Crües, had the AC/DCs and all that. You know, I was at the age where I want a brand new band where I call my own. And Cinderella fit every part of that. So that's my top 5. I want to know what's your top 5. And there is no good or bad reason, right? We all have our different tastes. Please give me your top 5. Put it in the comments. Let me know. And tell your friends about this channel. Because Hair Metal Revolution is just about us hanging out, having fun. I always say this on my channel. We're taking the music back and giving it the respect that it deserves. And that is the truth. All right? I'll see you next time on Hair Metal Revolution. Please subscribe to my channel.